himself. On the side of Zonda, we see that he's going to back to base. May not even have to TP up the lane. Whoa, Oreo, level 2.
Yeah, so much damage coming in. Hits
what?
Gets the kill onto Light. That poison damage, expand damage, and ignite damage.
Some cheese.
Holy cow.
Some cheese.
I don't know whether this is cheese or not, but Twitch is amazing in the early levels, especially on a one-on-one solo lane.
Yeah, you know, sorry for missing that, guys, but definitely that's what we were saying. Twitch being out of the Rift for so long, I think Light just wasn't ready for that amount of damage. We can see both his flash as well as his barrier are up. He was thinking, oh, even with the expunge, I'm going to be fine. Apparently not.
Not at all. Oreo didn't have to burn his flash either, but good thing for Light. Maybe he recognized that he was going to go down and kept all his summoners as well, but early stage of the game, he's not going to fall back all too much just yet, but that kill onto Oreo once he goes back, and he has a sweeping lens as well as a starting item for the trinket. This kind of allows TPS to do a whole bunch of damage and really assert their authority in all the lanes, except of course for the top lane. Wins here actually just sticking around that side of the map. I do expect this turret to go down if no one actually alleviates the pressure that Zonda is facing now.
Right, so interesting choice, the lane swap right here. You know, Rebecca is coming out a little bit on top currently with the CS lead, but we talk about how the enabling of the lanes really, you know, you want Mundo to be bullied out by Renekton, and then you want Fear and Shadow to be controlling the other bot lane.
This is really interesting because I think IPT lane swap picks up the Spell Thief's itch just because of the passive that it gives, the extra damage to the turrets. And honestly, we were kind of talking about it in picks and bans a bit that Fear should, whether it's up against Kog'Maw or whether it's up against Oreo, should do a whole bunch of damage in conjunction with the anti-stun and burst damage. Quite surprising that IPT decided not to go for that one, and like you said, the Renekton Mundo matchup, that should go in Renekton's favor in the early stages of the game as well.
Yeah, so we gotta wonder, whoa, hang on here.
Uh-oh. Gets the Sonic Wave, whoa, eats a spear into the face, deals a whole bunch of damage onto Hero, but the heal there will actually get it. We may see a buff shot will come in. Successful counter initiation from the side of Imperium Pro Team. So wins there being a little bit overzealous. Gets a
yeah, so unfortunately for Oreo right there, not able to push up the lane enough to actually help in that counter jungling. Wins, you know, with the level advantage, probably thought that, oh, what was that?
Oh, that was a cool death sentence.
So Oreo right there, unable to push up his lane to help with the counter jungling effect, or effort, sorry, on the side of Wins, and Wins with the level advantage felt very confident going in. Unfortunately was had to pay for that aggression. But yeah, this lane swap is kind of mind-boggling, as we mentioned, because the champion matchups really should be going in the favor of IPT in the 2v2 and 1v1s, but Oreo gets speared despite the stealth. Light knows what's up.
Not much damage though. Not much damage coming out at all from Light at this moment, but Wins here comes in for the gang. Fear gets taken out quite low, the barrier is being popped. Will Wins be able to get a kill? Yo, that's a really low health Draven now, and Wins is gonna start chasing up the lane. This is so close for IPT, so everything going slightly better, I feel, right now.
Yeah,
6 minutes into the game. Oreo getting caught out, gets the... Oh, now we do have the Vision Ward, forces the flash out of Oreo. He's gonna get away safely. Flash burn though from the gang.
So, interesting play by Zonda and Wins right there to try and go for a kill.
Nearly got it though. Nearly
got it, unfortunately for them, unable to do so. And currently, they have shut down, well, I say they shut down Twitch, but really look at that. 46 CS to 28 in the mid lane, as well as the home guard boots being picked up. So, Oreo really looking to just submarine back and forth lane.
What's TPS doing?
Yes. He's gonna look to basically shuttle between lane and base and just go put as much pressure on Light as possible. I feel that that is basically one of the chinks in the armor of IPT's team comments we talked about. If they can get down an early tower and then just make rotation after rotation, IPT will not have the wave clear to deal with this.
a really interesting scenario now, especially with the Season 4 patch coming. Every time you put a pink ward down, especially in the Twitch lane, he's gonna be able to come back to the lane and just destroy it anyway. So
free 30 gold for him right there.
Yeah, and you deny 100 gold from IPT as well.
True. But they did get his flash, so it would be good to see Hero make a return visit there. Especially once light is 6, doesn't have to depend on owning those spears for a big amount of damage. There it is. O'Real now, they should know that his playstyle really, especially with the early buy of boots, is really looking to shove the lane with the auto attacks and then expunging after applying those poison stacks.
Yeah, he can kind of expend his mana, go back to base and run back up the mid lane
Perfectly fine. Only thing right now is that Light being level 6 will be able to clear waves a little better than before, but it's still not as much as they would like.
Yeah, really. Oh, nice death sentence. Will miss the play though.
Yeah, a little
very
late on that
nice slice coming in, but in the top lane, we should see some action. There we have O'Real going in, hits the poison damage down. Will he come up with the big expunge burst damage spray, and Prey comes in. O'Real gets the final hit from expunge, but here in the bot lane though, Rebecca come in. Dr. Mundo will be TPing to nothing actually. And there we have a nice spear getting onto God JJ. Spiderlings that will be taking out some of the, what do you call, the briefcases flying out from Mundo. Hero now in a little bit of trouble. Will be forced to burn the flash, and a great spear coming in from Light. Not much damage onto our way though. He does have resistances coming into this game.
So right there, TPS making the move to bring their mid laner top. IPT making the call to bring their mid laner bottom.
They trade 1-for-1.
1-for-1 trade. Interesting use of the Twitch though, really just going up there. I mean, just with boots really, not even say like a broadsword or any kind of damage, but the true damage of Twitch. So great job by O'Real right there, recognizing that the squishy targets of Fear and Shadow, you know, are prime for picking with his true damage.
Yeah, that is most definitely the case, but all in all, I think it was a great play from both sides. But yeah, let's see how IPT actually prevents the bleed in gold now, because what TPS is doing is that they have asked Zonda to stay in the bottom lane. He has more farm compared to Rebecca, has a Giant's Belt as well, and this is gonna be something that we kind of saw earlier with Renekton being bullied out once again, picking up the early Doran's items.
Yeah, this is almost a repeat of that lane because there is no chain vest on the side of Zonda, but the fact that he's gone back to buy and picked up that Giant's Belt means that he will be able to shove this lane, get, you know, that CS advantage still in his favor. Nice ward right there by the duo on TPS side. They should be able to spot.
Oh, there we have the trinket coming into play now by Shadow.
That should be a pretty big tell that Hero's coming though. Alright, they're just gonna go for the tower damage.
Wince
right
is
here.
there as well. He has that double buff compared to what Hero has, which is no buff. But nevertheless, we may see initiation. Oh, the death sentence nearly hit onto Fear now. This is gonna be quite scary for the side of IPT. Wince is still in the back lines. They really want to take this array. Nice play into the box, and Wince gets in. Will he see the kickback? Nice kickback out to Fear. Oh, he picks up the first kill there in the top lane, and a nice resonating strike into the depth sentence. God JJ picks up the second kill in the top lane. IPT really wanted that turret, but instead Azubu Taipei snipers pick up those 2 kills.
A little too greedy for that tower right there. They were not on the same page, some of those players. You know, Shadow went in, but the other players were like, back off, back off. And
yeah, and I think O'Real was
there.
actually trying to rotate it out to the top lane as well, but I don't think he was needed. Goes back to the mid lane. First turret of the game, instead of going to IPT, despite their efforts to deal as much damage to it, will go down to TPS. So TPS extends their gold lead to about 2,800 gold now.
That was really just fantastic play by Awe, recognizing the greed in the eyes of IPT.
Oh, nice another one to Fear. Fear will most likely go down this one. Gets the flash, gets the barrier, and what a timing for a pause!
Wow, okay. So, just as I was praising Awe, he goes and makes another great death sentence. 3 for 3 in the past few engages. Fear gets out with his flash and barrier.
Look at the cocoon now.
That's a rude cocoon. It's gonna go right on Kog'Maw's bottom.
Yeah, it is.
Snare him right there.
That's right. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. God, JJ is gonna get feared up. Not feared up, but stunned up. And when the light comes in, nice spear and great amount burst damage coming in. Aoi now in a little bit of trouble. Wince is just gonna abandon his fellow teammate now. And will we see Awe actually go down? Awe doesn't have any more summoners outside of the Ignite. Hero picks up the kill for that one. IPT actually gets the counter aggression. Azubu Taipei snipers staying up in the top lane a little bit too much here.
Yeah, but what are they going to pay for those 2 kills? IPT is losing a lot of health on this mid lane turret. Oreo and Wins look like they want to micro around it. Nope, that would be a little too greedy.
Oh, Oreo gets in, gets hit by... Oh, nice kickback here. He actually wanted Light to be kicked forward into the spray and pray range. Oreo actually taking a whole bunch of damage. I really like the needlessly large rod pickup from Light in the early stages of the game. Gives his spear that much more damage. IPT responding quite well. They are still behind in terms of gold, but now instead of 2,800, it's only about 2,000. They pick up the turret there in the top lane, and the turret score is going to be 2 for 1, as we did see, I believe, Zonda actually pick up a turret in the bot lane as well.
Yeah, so we talked about TPS's strategy right there. The moment they take one tower, recognizing that the wave clear was lacking on the side of IPT, they'll just go on and on and on. So they've got another one now. You could see how badly they wanted that mid lane turret, where they really just wanted to micro around it and almost kick Light back into the team. Great job by him getting the pounce to angle the kick, and it's unfortunate that they weren't able to get the kill as well as the tower, but you can see the mindset of TPS coming into this game.
Yeah, I mean, Azubu Taipei snipers, I would say a little bit greedy, but IPT actually still knowing that they are not out of this just yet. Nope. They rotate down to the dragon and should be able to pick up quite cleanly. Wins is nearby though. Will we see a no steal coming in? Gets the Sonic Wave onto the Spider Link, but great slows coming in. Oh, nice steps at this onto Rebenga this time. Azubu Taipei snipers are actually in a 4v5 situation. Zonda has a whole amount of regeneration. Hero should go down to this one. Oh, gets the heal out, but Zonda with his briefcase will be able to force IPT away from their own blue buff. IPT, however, does get a dragon, loses hero in the process, so Wins was very, very close there from actually going down. So Oreo picks up the blue buff for himself. TPS should actually rotate to this mid lane and pick up the final outer turret of the game.
Yes, so great job by TPS right there, recognizing that, yeah, they might lose the dragon. In fact, Wins was almost, in position to steal it, but they keep IPT on the run, able to secure this mid lane. And see, this is what I talk about. The mindset of TPS, just go, 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 keep putting on the lane pressure because there's not enough wave clear on the side of IPT. Now they're backing off because they've regrouped, but you can see that they really, really know one of the weaknesses of IPT, and they're going to just keep hammering them on it. So great job for IPT actually.
Ooh, gets the Ruthless Predator onto God JJ. God JJ should be able to get away from that one. Nearly hitting there the death sentence, but God JJ eats a spear into the face. That's a really scary spear now. Wins actually taking a whole bunch of damage. Really interesting because Tear of the Goddess now has that extra passive that we were talking about. Decides not to upgrade that to the Archangel staff just yet. Instead going for more damage, which I think is the right call because Light now putting a whole bunch of damage out based on those spears. Oh, Oreo goes in. Nice play, nice box. Oreo in the back lines doing a whole bunch of damage, but I think he was completely out of position in that one. Shadow should go down as well. Two Taipei snipers trying to run havoc here in IPT, but double kill for Light, and IPT gets the turnaround. God JJ joins the fight, pulls out a point loose, but then we have the flash coming from God JJ. Will he be able to get more of these Bioarcane barrages coming in? IPT loses one member, but picks up 2 in the mid lane there.
TPS right there deciding to start a 5v4. We will be moving into a replay to see of that questionable decision right there.
Look at the position from Oreo. I mean, like, talk me through this play.
Okay, so Oreo, the summary, great play on 3 members, trapping them near the tower, but Oreo with the reveal, look at IPT just go wabam! Just collapse on him and he's gonna explode. Nice kick by Wins to add a little more displacement, but as we mentioned, 5v4, you see the Kog'Maw on his stubby little legs trying to crawl up the mini-map, and this just means that with the numbers advantage, IPT with that Twitch down so early on are able to turn this around, no problem at all.
Yeah, why did God JJ, I mean Oreo decide to go all the way there, expose himself all too much, but Awe though, making that play. Yeah, that was a really, really good play that could have definitely gone in Azubu Taipei Sniper's favor.
So in terms of positioning,
despite the 4v5, in terms of
TPS definitely had a great engage. But in terms of numbers, you know, the math just didn't add up. So very creative use of the stealth as well as the box and 3-man flash flay. If God JJ was there, the collapse on O'Real would have meant that not enough CC and damage would be left available to take down God JJ, but he wasn't, so it didn't matter. So if TPS can pull that off, you know, in a full 5-man squad, IPT has to be careful of that Twitch stealth as well as the 3-man flay.
You know, my question there was really, if O'Real actually stayed the back line and used that extremely long range from spray and pray, that could have kind of worked in the whoa, we do see a collapse from IPT now. The timber is actually missing completely. And what a great kickback from Wins. Wins might go down to this one. Shadow gets the heal out from Light. Actually survives. Hero is the first one to go down. O'Real and Fear now dueling one-on-one. O'Real gets a flash in. Will get a double kill there. He might go down. He's actually the one that's walking away from that one. Eats the spear to the face. Azubu Taipei snipers. That's the flag that you want on a Twitch. Now Light will be in a whole bunch of trouble now. The briefcase since will continue to like get the fear out. The Sonic Wave will miss and Light should be able to get away from this one using the speed and mobility and agility from Nidalee. But nevertheless, 2 kills for Azubu Taipei snipers. What a great rotation from O'Real. This time his positioning really good.
Yeah, so
really
you talked about how if, you know, O'Real had just sat in the back and used his long range, but he's being so creative with his engages, basically soloing out Fear and then picking up not only Fear but Shadow as well when Shadow was running away on low HP. O'Real, I mean, is being really manly basically.
You know what? Whoever engages,
yeah,
loses the fight.
Ooh.
IPT there actually got the initiate out. Got the stun onto, I believe, God JJ.
The Tibbers actually went on
the Tibbers missed
Dark Passage, God JJ, so
correct.
Gone.
Oh, a nice death sentence. Will they actually go in for the initiation? They don't feel that enough damage. They feel that IPT had more members there, so good. I think they withhold the engage. Very good
Zonza gets caught right here.
Oh, he actually does get taken down by Fear. They will trade that 1 for 1. So top laner for bot lane, marksman at least.
Yeah, you know, Wolf, this is turning into a bloodbath real quick. 18 minutes in, we have 18 kills, so a kill a minute. This is kind of, not even kind of, this is nice play by IPT, keeping all the members of Azubu Taipei snipers where they can see them and not allowing them to get off, you know, some of that push power that they can really do.
Yeah,
so
but
it's IPT keeping TPS to their towers.
Yeah, they are, and I think if IPT continue to do this, the gold is still sitting at about 2,000. O'Real needs to be very careful. There's a vision wall there. We get the stun. O'Real there, and wow, look at the amount of damage coming in. The Ignite should be able to take him out. Rabenga picks up the kill onto that one. The Sonic Wave is gonna miss just barely from Hero, and this should open up Dragon for IPT. And this should be the second Dragon of the game with wins. Actually, onto the side, I'm not gonna count it out the steal just yet, but having 5 members within the vicinity should allow IPT, or has allowed IPT to pick up that Dragon. So very good play. They will also take down this final outer turret, and Azubu Taipei snipers have no response to any other objectives because all the outer turrets on the side of IPT is already down.
Yeah, so IPT evening up the turret score right there as well as securing the Dragon. Not the best time for... wins on the chase.
Nice juke though coming in from Fear. That should have been an easy one for him though.
Yeah, so not the best choice for O'Real to be alone in that bot lane, not having vision of really anybody. And that was what I was talking about in the pregame. With 1 CC, the stun from Annie being layered on top of the stun of Rabenga. The Cocoon was really just an extra. By that time, he was pretty much dead. They really have to be careful of where the crowd control comes from, because I feel that if IPT plays this very smart... Hang on a second.
Oh, Hero takes a whole bunch of damage. Misses a Cocoon on the other side, but he's gonna survive though, so he does burn that flash. And we'll walk away from that one. So
Caster's Curse, just as I was talking about how crucial crowd control is, Hero goes and throws that Panic Cocoon, but they should really be reserving some of those layered crowd controls for either Twitch or Kog'Maw and taking them out from the fight.
Yeah, I really
right at the start
like what IPT is doing here. The Azubu Taipei snipers now actually counter jungling a little bit. Wins will be able to get that red buff either for O'Real for himself. But take a look at the gold score. 600 gold difference now.
Yeah.
It was 2,800 gold like 5 to 10 minutes in, and now 10 minutes later, IPT has just caught up very well in terms of gold.
Yeah, and this is really a beautiful item build from Light coming in right here, knowing that he's not up against an AP mid laner that can dish out magic damage, decides not to go for the Chalice or the Athenes, really going for the tier, and then like you mentioned, yikes,
big damage there.
Yeah,
coming out from Light.
Early Rabadons, you know, well, I mean, it's 20 minutes in now, but definitely getting that Rabadons at this point in time. They're on the hunt for the rat.
Yeah, one more spear will take him down. That's not going to be the case just yet. But once again, IPT doing a fantastic job making TPS do those rotations. Defensive rotations coming in from them.
Yeah, so how do you know, play a team that doesn't have much wave clear? You make sure you keep the enemy at their tower by you yourself being the one that puts on all the pressure.
Yeah, but look at the amount of wave clear that's coming in. Once Oreo actually gets in, we may see it initiate onto the side. The kickback comes in. Shadow gets onto the back lines. But let's see who's the first one to go down. Shadow will be the first one to go down. Wiz will get a flash out. Fear really wants to kill. Sacks that one. But nevertheless, at the back lines, Oreo and God JJ doing a whole bunch of damage. Rebecca's only one alive. He's not going to get away from the Mundo. And there we have the kill coming in from God JJ, and that was basically a nice rotation for Azubu Taipei snipers. The defensive rotation coming in, they didn't all stand behind their turret. We got the flanks coming in from both Winds as well as Oreo with that speed up, the submarine coming in and the spray and parry being used. And as they take this dragon, this Baron, sorry, Flavors, take me through that replay. Okay, so TPS. If anything we learned of them this game is that they're very creative with the engages. Look at what happens. Winds gets this amazing kick right here. Their two carries are at the back doing all that damage. Zonda from the back with the amazing TP. Watch as he zones or, you know, keeps 4 people busy. Winds is going to do his part as well. Oreo and God JJ, you know, moving behind that meat wall of Mundo. Just chasing, and chasing. So first it was Oreo with the flank. Now it's Zonda with the TP flank. TPS showing that they definitely know how to team fight very well, managing to secure the Baron off that amazing team fight as well. Oh no, they pulled off it actually. Yeah, they did pull off it, and IPT actually, we saw that because the death timers was still quite early and it was only a 3-man Baron attempt. Yes, we did see Kongma actually pick up the Blade of Ruin King. We also have Twitch. Doesn't have a whole bunch of damage. Has the Yomu's Ghost Blade as well as the Static Shift, so that's going to give him a huge bunch of attack speed that's going to allow him to fully utilize the spray and pray, but not much AD onto Oreo just yet. So Baronet not TPS unable to pick that one up. IPT is still in the game, but look at that swing in gold. Yeah, it was 500 2 minutes ago, and now it's crazy. You know, the teams are stepping up the game. It's not even 25 minutes in and we have 25 kills, so they're really hungry for blood. And the good thing on TPS side is that they realize, you know, what IPT is doing in pushing, you know, keeping the pressure up on their side. So Win says, I'm having none of that. I'm going to force the hard engage. And Zonda with the TP flank as well is really, really good play by them. Now Zonda is the one that's turning the pressure on IPT right here, getting some split push and tower damage on. Yeah, this is going to be quite scary because look at this, Oreo is actually in the flank. He might want to catch out some form of rotation. And now we see the Talisman Sensation being used. Hero gets caught out of position. Now Oreo gets a spray and pray. He wants to get a bit of lifesteal out, but wins, gets the final kill. And there we have Oreo still using that spray and pray all over the map. And we will see Azubu Taipei snipers actually try to siege this turret. Wow, a nice ultimate out from Fear. Picks up the kill onto Zana. Cashes in a little bit of the adoration stacks. But look at the flank coming in on the back lines for Azubu Taipei snipers. Oreo really wanted some of the kills. Oh, nearly there. If Light had a little bit more AP, will not be flying into his face. Gets another of the leap. Burns the flash as well. He might get caught out by the death sentence though. None of them will miss. He will hop over the wall and get away from that one. A little bit scary there. Imagine if he face palmed the wall. Oh my goodness, he really wants this one though. But Oreo actually managed to get away from that one. So that was quite scary. Azubu Taipei snipers picks up I believe no kills that one. Fear instead getting the kill onto Zonda. On
but with the aggression that they've showcased, oh, IPT really hungry for blood this game.
Oh, okay. Denying wins from that dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of damage coming out from IPT. They don't have an insane tank line. Rabenga is not going to be a huge tank coming into the late game unless he gets those items. Oh, Real here really wants to get onto Light, but Hero is there to back him up. Real very wisely decides to back off from that one. But the spears, now with the Seraph's Embrace as well as the Rabadon's Death Cap, it's going to deal a whole bunch of damage. And interestingly, no one has picked out any defensive items just yet. And as we can see here, at maximum, it's going to deal 1.2 thousand damage for that Javelin Toss.
So you know Nidalee's spears start to hurt where you yourself, oh, hang on a second.
Whoa, Zona gets caught out, gets the flash out into the Baron pit, though he will start to anger Mr. Baron Nashor a little bit. But nevertheless, Imperium Pro Team still hanging in there, kind of softened that goal. It was about a 3,000 gold lead on the side of Azubu Taipei Snipers.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of softened it up back to 2,000. So IPT hanging in there, and they're really playing this game like they want to win it.
Yeah, so IPT has done a good job sticking in this game. But if they want to win this, what they need to do now is push as they were extremely quickly as 5 members. Or perhaps they could do a 4-1 with Renekton. And what they do is they put pink wards on their flanks, so that Oriel as well as Wins cannot get any kind of hard engage or sneaky engage on them, as well as clearing out the TP locations for Zonda, and then they just let Light rain all these spears down. So currently what they're doing now is just keeping their head above water with all this damage that they can put out. They need to identify that a flank or a sneaky engage by TPS will be the end of them, and if that happens again...
Look at Oriel's build. I mean, sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's okay.
He's going for full attack speed.
Yeah. Wow.
And lots of critical strikes. So, it's quite interesting. He's probably going to build the Phantom Dancer out from that Zeal because he can't get 2 static shifts, can he? Unless he wants to. I don't think he will.
If he's feeling like a rebel, you know, going against the system. But the good thing about this is that on top of Zonda, now they've really changed Oriel into somewhat of a split push champion as well, which is why you see somewhat of a 1-3-1 right here. Of course, Zonda with all his mobility, TP, will likewise be able to match Oriel with his stealth.
Oh, there we had a talisman session. Big power and a nice flash into the flame.
Oh, no.
But a great counter initiate coming in from Shadow. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Winds will go down. Shadow will go down as well. Fear really wants to get out to God JJ. But the amount of burst damage coming out. What are you doing there, Fear?
Oh, man.
You just walked to your own death.
Yeah, Fear right
They did
there.
have a tank line there. And we may see initiation coming up for the hero. We will see the spider actually repel, but there you go. A lot of damage. Oh, we did see like actually pick up God JJ in the meantime. But the fight, extended fight is going to break out. It's going to be a 2-for-2 trade. Both the duo lane on each side is going to go down. IPT should be able to hold this turret. Spear nearly landing there.
Yeah, TPS
that was
right there.
Very close.
Getting the engage on, but not going for the objective despite getting some of those kills. A little bit of over chasing right there. However, we saw Fear go Superman mode right there.
Yeah, that was questionable to say.
Very questionable.
But Shadow with the great Tibbers actually prevented any sort of follow-up initiation from the Awe.
So I actually expected TPS to get destroyed by that Tibbers, but then Fear went so far forward that
that's right.
It kind of reverse turned around, if you could say that, and it's just really messy.
Yep.
31 kills, 29 minutes. I can't keep saying it. They're keeping above this pace.
Yep.
1 kill a minute, not enough for these guys.
So here's a funny story. Oriel decides to sell away his Zeal and pick up a Bilgewater Cutlass instead.
Say
so
what?
So...
Oh, there's TP!
Yeah, and there we go. Light getting caught up, pops the Seraph's Embrace, gets the slowdown. But once again, a great Tibbers preventing any follow-up initiation. Hero in a whole bunch of trouble, gets the flay onto himself, but they really want Fear. The Sonic Wave will miss. Zonda gets caught up a little bit too much. A nice kickback kicks Rebanga back. And there we go. The counter chase coming in. Win takes a whole bunch of damage. No kills just yet on the east side. Light gonna start chucking in spears. It's gonna miss Zonda for now. Azubu Taipei snipers will be backing off from this one. Oreo actually goes into the lane, tries to heal up with the lifesteal and push the lane a little bit. So IPT keeping the gold lead at about 2,000. Yeah. Gold deficit at about 2,000 gold now. So
messy play by TPS right there. We saw them go in for the blue buff, not able to take that. And really, I mean, we have to give credit to Light. One of those spears, and you can kind of feel a lot of the adrenaline leave TPS. Yeah. Side. It's more like.
And speaking about that, we do see a few defense items coming in for our carries. God JJ picks up the Negatron Cloak and Wins finally completes the Iron Locket of the Solari. So that's going to prevent some of that early burst damage coming in, especially from Fear, especially from Light with his spears, and Rebanga going in with Renekton. So,
you can see on your mini-map here, Oreo is making the flank, and this is what I was warning you about, Wolf. If they can get that creative engage on again.
Whoa, there we have the speed up coming in, but both Talisman Ascensions are being pumped right now. IPT will be going back. They do manage to kind of waste the spray and pray, but Zonda actually gets into the team fight. And a nice death sentence. Rebecca will get caught out. He will pop his dominance and walk away from that one. No kills just yet for both sides. IPT and TPS will live to see another day for now.
Yeah, Zonda used his ultimate, and on top of the talisman, unfortunately he missed that one briefcase that would have kind of cascaded into a series of slows to slow down the whole IPT squad. However, they are baiting.
Oh! Light gets caught out. He will get destroyed, but the counter kill onto our the support. Hero actually gets taken down quite low. He will hold to his own red buff. And this might open up the Baron for Azubu Taipei snipers, but Oreo, whoa, the flash and the Ruthless Predator, they really want to take Oreo. Oreo gets the flash out, will escape from that one. Wins has the Ignite taking onto him. Shutdown goes to Rebecca, and now Rebecca will be dealing with God JJ in the backline, so they really want to catch onto Zonda. A lot of damage coming out from IPT. Fear does a whole bunch of damage, chucking those spears. He will get slowed by Zonda. Nice move there. And Zonda gets away as well. But look at the amount of damage coming out from that Draven. He's juggling those spinning axes constantly and nearly took down God JJ.
Wow, so Fear right there coming up huge for IPT. Dishing out so much damage to not only Oreo, to God JJ, basically everybody right there. This is turning a little scary for TPS because not only is Light a huge priority target who can, you know, leap away and still dish out a lot of damage, Fear now has become huge. You know, we question his positioning right there, but now, you know, you gotta pick off not only Light, you gotta pick off Fear, and Rebanga did a great job as well, zoning very effectively the two carries. And we have to mention this, if Zonda is busy chasing, say, Light or Fear, Rebanga, you know, not having to go through a tank line of his own, will be able to take quite a big chunk out of Oreo or God JJ. So interesting to note as well that with the pickup on Annie's side, picking up the Haunting guys, she's looking to likewise just get one or two, you know, stuns or spells off on the carries, and then just layer that with tons of damage from Fear or Light. So really liking the game plan that's shaping up for IPT right here.
Yeah, they're sieging onto this mid-lane turret. They should be able to get it. God JJ is actually really low on mana despite having the blue buff. But the counter initiation comes in, Wins onto the flank, will not be able to actually land the Sonic Wave due to the Banshee's build. They really want to kick back now. Wins will fall. But where we have everything going awry for Azubu Taipei snipers now, Wins should be able to will go down to the side of IPT's backline. But look at the amount of damage coming in from Light, taking up that kill. God JJ still really wants some more action. Real onto the backline though. He's not gonna get onto anything. Fear actually burns the flash. Really wants to kill onto God JJ. Shut down. goes to Draven there, but that Kog'Maw with that Ikatian surprise will not be able to pick up anything. Fear does go down at the same time. That was a very messy team fight. And all in all, it's going to be a 3-for-2 exchange in favor of IPT. They do pick up the mid lane inner turret, and I don't think they're going to posture for Baron. They don't have a front line now at this moment, but it was really interesting to see what happened there. Let's kind of take a look once again what's going on, Flavors. What just happened?
Okay, so we see right here, Win's unable to get the engage that they want. This fight doesn't start out too great for IPT actually. We see the Timbers being used on their front line, so not too great effect. But watch what happens right here. Rabenga goes straight to the back line, takes out Awe first. Then you can see the two carries of Oreo and GodJJ are so busy trying to take him down that Zonda has the help as well. Wins gets a great kick on Fear, but because Oreo and GodJJ are too busy taking care of Rabenga on Renekton, he gets out with a free pass.
It was really interesting that Azubu Taipei Snipers decided to initiate on it, because right before the initiation I was like, GodJJ, he has the blue buff, but you have completely no mana at the moment.
Yeah,
so
and he was actually pretty low from a spear.
Yep. And he ate a spear to the face. Nevertheless, Azubu Taipei Sniper still wants to go in. Oreo actually going into invisible, turning invisible there. He will not be able to steal the blue buff away from IPT. Got JJ now is the one being gifted the blue buff. Double AD compositions coming in. Really interesting, because usually what we see from a double AD composition normally is like an Ezreal Caitlyn or a Sivir Caitlyn. Gives you very good mid game power spike.
Something with a little more poke and kiting.
Exactly. This one, it's two hyper carries.
Yeah. But there we go. Oreo turning to a split push monster of his own. Nobody on the side of IPT willing to go and take care of that.
But interestingly, despite the dragon pickup by Azubu Taipei Snipers, and now that they're even in terms of turrets, IPT is still keeping the goal deficit to about 2,000. And that's something that's really, really hard to do, because usually the team with the gold lead will try to snowball their victory. And look at the amount of kills that have been happening. 40 kills already, 36 minutes into the game.
This is great. I love these kind of games. They're just bloodbaths.
We had a great game 1, SAJ versus HQ. Amazing play by SAJ. As our camera actually follows the submarine Twitch now. All in all, I mean, Azubu Taipei Snipers don't really have a whole bunch of damage or initiation. They're going for Baron now. IPT has the initiation, but once again they don't have all too much damage outside from here. They have very squishy champions, and will we see Hero going for the steal? He comes in, drops down. Who gets— Whoa! He steals a Baron away from Wins, and now he's still alive, dancing in the Baron pit. Hero should go down. Finally goes down, but nevertheless,
oh my goodness,
Azubu Taipei Snipers, or should I say Wins, gets the Baron right under his own nose.
So the Prince of Thieves right there, getting his Baron stolen away from him, having a taste of his own medicine right there. Yikes! IPT just 1k gold down now, and with the Baron stats, you know, being calculated in, they're probably ahead. That 4-1 split was very, very sloppy from TPS. They really should have Zonda in the bottom lane to TP in. Instead, they had Oreo there, and in fact, he didn't even get much done. So, a gamble that totally didn't pay off for TPS.
No, it did not. And that 50-50 smite, I think it was a good call by Azubu Taipei Snipers, because they have a whole bunch of damage. Got JJ has the Infinity Edge, has the Last Whisper, has the Blade of Ruin King. And you don't factor in a 50-50 smite wall when you go for Baron. No. They were confident in taking Baron. They knew that the Baron, by the time IPT reached, they wouldn't be eating too many spears from Light. So it's not like an extended siege onto Baron. Light will not be a factor in that one. But still,
that was just Hero coming up huge for his team.
Yeah, Hero really living up to his name, being the hero there.
Making the hero play right there, indeed. And
so 4 members of IPT
what has
has
worked for IPT in the past, they're doing it again. 5-man just straight to the middle, meaning that no split push can be attempted on the side of TPS having to defend against this.
Yeah, but we do see Wins and Zonda on the flank. They might decide to go in for the initiation. The pink ward will spot out any kind of rotations coming in from either Zonda or Wins.
Yeah, but so this is really great by IPT. They have to get these pink wards down so that not only the flank, but the teleport from positions that they don't want Zonda to come in on. Really, really great play by IPT. I mean, they are bottom of the table, Wolf, but man, are they playing, you know, with a sound mind in this game.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are actually playing extremely well. IPT showing that they are GPL contenders. They may not be going to the knockout stages anytime soon, but all in all, they're playing an extremely good game. Let's kind of take a look at the items coming in. I don't think a team fight is going to happen just yet. Azubu Taipei Sniper should be quite happy. I like to point out though that TPS has the superior wave clear compared to IPT. IPT is next to none. Next to none. But let's kind of take a look at the items. Flavors, what do you think about what's the main item difference between both sides? They are only about a few hundred gold difference now.
Right, so the thing about IPT right now is that with their items, or especially having a AP mid champion, and the items that Light has been able to pick up is that they can siege and they can do bursts of damage.
Oh, there we go. Fear actually gets caught by the death sentence. Wins really wants them, but the expunge will kill off. This is a complete disaster for IPT because their main damage dealers are all down. It's going to be an ace for Azubu Taipei Snipers.
Wow, so right there, what just happened? Oh, it's on the TP. Okay, so, wow, again, the flank, the creative engages on TPS side against the Baroned Up team.
Let's look at how Oreo and God JJ just destroyed that team fight.
Oh my, okay, so Fear gets caught right here. That's the first part of disaster. He gets out a little bit, but he's so low. Look at this, Zonda just barreling in from the side, wins as well.
Look at the spray and pray damage.
Oh,
wow.
My goodness. Wow, even flashes over, gets everyone in a line right here. So perfect positioning for him to lay down all that hurt.
God JJ as well as Oreo picked up all the kills in that fight.
Oh man. Oh man, but you really have to question Fear's positioning right there. Getting hooked by the death sentence. Yes, he got out, but again, wins coming from the side effectively meant that with his mobility on Lee Sin, you weren't getting away after you had flashed. So again, TPS understanding what they need to do to create these team fights, and it's not easy going up against a team that just stole Baron from you.
Awe, man of the match right there.
Right there, yeah. Just saved this team from what could have been a game-winning push.
And Fear, I mean, you have got to question his positioning being so far up front. Everyone has gotten the Banshee's Veils to prevent those death sentences from coming in. Fear has yet to pick this up.
Yeah, interesting note by him to buy the Alacrity boots, the green upgrade right there. Because this has really turned into a game of pixels. If he can sidestep or just stay ahead of that death sentence by that little bit, it's fine. They can continue their siege. But if he gets caught, it's over. It's done.
And Awe really knew who the target was, and the spray and pray, like you said, after flashing over the wall, everyone's in the line. The moment Light and Fear went down, IPT had no damage, but there's no way they were going to escape from that one. Azubu Taipei Snipers now skyrockets their gold lead all the way back up once more to about 5,500 gold or 6,500 gold. Actually, it's not even 6,000, 7,000 gold. Jesus, what am I talking about?
Anyways, in any case, so now that the gold lead has swung completely back in TPS's favor, we talk a little bit about the composition and how, as an AP champion, you do have that good amount of burst. However, on a champion like Nidalee, likewise, your burst takes time to come. You know, it's over time, basically.
Yeah, it's basically a lot of poke damage. And after that fight, the Azubu Taipei Snipers have gotten both the inhibitors, and a lot of people ask, how easy is it to come back from having 2 inhibitors down? I'm just gonna say, whoa! We do see the essence come in. Hero is just gonna hop onto Zonda, but a lot of damage coming out. Light actually throwing some good spears. But like I said, the way to win when you have two inhibitors down is to win a team fight in the base, win a team fight at Baron, and once again win a team fight at the base as your inhibitors respawn. So you do go win 3 team fights. Ooh. And there we have a huge fight breaking out here. A lot of damage coming in. Rebecca tries to zone as much of the backline as possible. Shadow gets a nice damage down onto both Oriel and God JJ, but the thing is that both of them are still alive. Fear is actually still alive, dueling against God JJ. Oriel will go down, and this should be the game for Azubu Taipei Snipers. I mean, they are so far ahead. He gets an amazing flash death sentence. Light is still gonna stay alive. Hero should go down now. This is the game for Azubu Snipers.
Wow, so TPS right there, just again catching somebody, and I mean those death sentences just spelling the death of IPT